Pharmalife family, here we are
Hello again.
How's it going?
We have another Canadian in the house.
We have yet another Canadian, our favorite guest here at the Pharmalife.
With the slide
And Pharmalife family, we're introducing Marta to you.
Hi everyone.
Today.
Hello.
Marta was probably the fastest. Jody would talk to me about this because Jody does a lot of the reservations. Was the fastest. I'm coming. I'm booking it. I'm here.
Like 10 days and
yeah, you know,
you're here.
And so it was really cool. So tell us a little bit about that.
What
Marta.
motivated that?
I just fell from the sky. And that's essentially
like
what happened.
Yeah, what motivated that?
Fell from the sky.
I think when you're ready, you search, and when you find, and you react, and you don't hesitate, you'll end up coming to a beautiful place like this. And that's what happened. I was searching. I wanted to go away for a few days, and I knew what I didn't want to do and what didn't suit me. And when I somehow stumbled across Form of Life, I got an aha moment, and that's all I needed.
But what brought that on, like mind, body, and spirit? Like what brought that on?
I was extremely disconnected from myself, disconnected from others, and that's why I say when you feel ready, that you want to connect, you just search for a venue, or an avenue, or others that might help you to connect. And essentially, when I read your website and I've watched some of the videos and what you do with others or for others, I just thought, why not try it? There's nothing to lose.
Very cool, very cool. Now, just for, I think I know what you mean by disconnected, but give me some examples of disconnection. I think most people out there in Pharmalife family land know what that means, but how and why did you feel disconnected?
I felt like I was dissolving my identity, both as a person, as a woman. I had more questions than I had answers. Who am I? What am I? In terms of, a temporary sort of.
Was it your job, working in the city?
Yes.
All that stuff.
Yes. The stress, life circumstances, situations of others around me.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a bit of an overload, if you will, and it was time to unplug. And
when you arrived on campus, your first 24 hours, you seemed like that overload was such a perfect word to describe how you seemed when you first got here. If you put your finger in the electric socket and you're zzz, zapped, that's how you were your first 24 hours, just walking around zzz.
Yeah, she was
buzzing.
She got off the cab and just tears, just the
stress. And
talk to us about that a little bit, about the drive here.
Well,
the travel
first and foremost, as a woman, it's difficult to travel. If you've been fed wrong information or
programmed from the movies and
it's
TV.
It's difficult, and yet you yearn and you want to travel. So obviously the first step was to get on the plane and go, and that's traveling solo. I'm here by myself, and just the remoteness of the place, and I essentially didn't even have an address. I just knew I'm going to a Form of Life.
Left at the mango
wherever
tree.
that is. I had 3 sets of coordinates. I could have given that to anyone. And I hopped on a shuttle. I hopped in a taxi cab, and in fact I was awaiting a red taxi cab, and a black one pulled out. So a lot of doubt. But you just one foot in front of the other, and you slowly sort of knowing where you're heading, and you see the scenery that relaxes you, but you're still a bit tense. And
sure.
And once you get here and you see the views and all, you just release.
You had a beautiful release here.
So when you got here, I remember we were sitting in this very spot, and you were like, I'm not balanced. I need to receive. I need to get balanced. And you're leaving here, and I know you've mentioned a few different times. You even told us you guys will never know what this has done for me. Talk to the Pharmalife family a little bit. What has this experience done for you a little bit as it's starting to rain here in Costa Rica?
Balance, literally, as in physically. When you do a lot of hikes, when you hop from rock to rock, you realize how off you are, but then as you work on your body, you become balanced, so that from the physical. Then as you integrate with your body, you also get balance here.
With the mind, right?
Yeah, and then, some of the services that you offer here in terms of massage or divine stretching, or even the food alone will bring on this mental balance. So the aim is to become holistically balanced, and
right.
you just do. You slow down, you get the right pace,
We talked about the mind,
You
body, and
absorb
spirit here,
things
right?
as they
Absorbing
come.
the water from the rain
And
right
so
now.
you become balanced, and you cherish that, and you remember, and you work hard to get this. Although
Sure.
it came easily because it's perfect setting.
It came very easily for you. Not all
really
guests
did.
drop into that balance on like day 3.
It took Marta about
As you
48
did.
hours, and let's just go through it a little bit. As far as body goes, you came here with an addiction to cigarettes.
Yeah,
You are
I'm a
12
smoker.
days. Give me a high five. 12 days clean, no cigarettes.
In fact, I haven't opened. I brought a stash, but it's garbage at this point, and it was an aim. I didn't believe it would happen. I've tried previously, and I couldn't quit. And this came easily, literally, with the right food and support and connectivity with others. I like to consider myself as a non-smoker. Not yet.
Hey,
I have to
it's a
test
good
that
start.
start.
back in Toronto, but
Sure.
I want to ride this wave.
And the mind,
I
you
feel
jumped
great.
right into loving service, right?
Yeah.
Helping out on the farm. I mean, I was working the very first day you were here. Jake and I were putting in a really tough. We were digging a trench down there by the coal pools, and Marta just walks along and she gives us bananas and water. First day, day one, just wanting to help out, wanting to do things on the farm, you know, in exchange for
But
a
that's
thank you.
how you connect with others.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, everyone has a unique way of
Loving
connecting.
service.
You just
Yep.
have
Mhm.
a purpose, and
Yeah.
it's great.
And now, so there's the connection to your mind, right? Because loving service is about keeping that mind quiet and love-based. Connection to your soul. What were you doing a little bit on that realm? Like, I know I had your, you know, you were reading some books.
I was reading a book.
Um,
Although there's so many books here that you're
Yes.
tempted to hop, and that's what I did a little bit. You know, I think once you aim to find the balance, you also are quiet enough to search or seek the answers, and you play a little. In fact,
Yeah.
with your own thoughts, and
Sure.
you welcome certain things, and but it also helps to talk to people, offload certain things. Actually,
Yeah.
it helped me.
Uh-huh.
Touch was a big thing, so when I've gotten the massage, that has
Nice. Thank you, Topher.
relaxed me enough. Yes, Chris is great.
You tried your hand a little sun gazing there?
Yes,
couple days, that's good.
Just a few, but
Yes.
it actually brought a lot of warmth into the
Into the
chest
heart.
area. So
Yes.
just being here, just letting go, and I think it's about quieting the mind. Beyond that, it still remains a mystery. I like to think there's something to look forward to in the future.
There certainly is.
You have to grow, I think, in order to receive the gift. You really have to work at it. And it's perhaps not something you can do in 2 weeks, but nevertheless, I think I'm on the right journey. And so,
Absolutely. So a seed has been planted.
yeah,
Right?
I'm returning. I came somewhat broken. I think I patched up, and I'm returning much stronger.
So I'm
More
curious.
wholesome.
You're going back empowered a little bit,
Yeah.
right? What are you gonna do when you go back? I mean, how are you gonna sort of plug it in a little bit?
Share the love. That's for sure.
Yes. All
The
right.
batteries have been charged, so I'm ready to, you know, I believe everyone deserves to see this, and those who cannot, for whatever reasons, how to at least experience the feelings. So talking about it, you know, letting people see it through your minds, sharing the pictures. I've taken a ton of photos.
Yes.
I've been sort of silent reporter in the background. And letting people know that it's okay to do and repeat the same thing that I've done, meaning the journey. Go for it. There's
Absolutely.
good things away.
No
so,
right, no wrong. There's no
no,
judgment
there's
in
just-
someone's experience.
When you're ready, this can happen. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
When you go home too, you know, you got to keep your battery charged. And you'll find whatever method works for you.
Well, it's amazing how you can skip breakfast, lunch, dinner. You learn to neglect yourself. I think now it's about learning how to essentially love yourself first,
There you go.
and then share. And that it's a gift, and that you feel better, you smile, you use muscles that you haven't used in a long time, and that it's worth it. It's worth to maintain a schedule of getting up earlier if you're a night owl, to convince yourself that you don't necessarily have to be a night owl, even though if you have been for the last 20 years. You know, it starts small, and food is a big chunk of energy has to go to that.
Food's your
think-
medicine. Yeah.
And I I've neglected myself in that regard. And then we'll see. But definitely activity, physical has to be there. Hiking, biking.
Little exercise.
And I'm very lucky because I'm coming back to Toronto June 1st, June 2nd. It's the beginning of the summer. So
it's perfect. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm fortunate to have gone, you know, with a nice, relatively nice tan.
You have a gorgeous tan.
Yeah,
you're glowing.
It's perfect.
Everyone's going to want to know when they see you.
Right.
What happened?
All I have to know.
What happened to Marta?
Well, Marta, thank
but
you so much.
I have to talk about one last thing, though.
Okay.
You were here in May, and May is a very, very dynamic time of year with the weather. It's the first month of rainy season. It's probably one of the third wettest months of the year. Mm-hmm. And you witnessed some huge storms. Mm-hmm. You witnessed what we call the sonic boom.
Yeah.
There was a sonic boom, yes. Thunder struck somewhere, but
everywhere.
Location.
Yeah.
You see the sky, like this entire sky rumbled.
It struck perhaps in the mountains, perhaps in the valley, but it traveled, and so we ended up with a nice sonic boom that just rumbled. It came through, and if there were more glass here, maybe even the glass.
It felt like an earthquake. Like things fell on the house.
It's empowering. All the noises and sounds here, they're frightening initially, and you vibrate. But as you learn, it's sort of like a form of meditation, if you will. If you learn to calm your body, you work with the natural sounds. The waterfalls, I assume, you know, it starts from a small trickle, but as they get bigger, there's more rain. They
were powering this
month. Right.
Actually, the tricks that we've done, we've started small and we've gone to bigger and bigger falls. So the energy rose with that, and it's just fantastic. And bring it on, whatever. I mean,
bring it on.
The fiercer, the better.
You sunk into the vibration of nature, and that's what people do generally the first 2 or 3 days here.
And I have to mention the bowls. The bowls did.
Oh, good.
Tibetan singing
bowls. Tibetan singing bowl meditations that we were running.
They did allow me to cling on to certain levels of vibration. So
beautiful.
That helped. Yeah. I don't know. Heard bees better. Flies didn't irritate me as much. Like just noises.
That's perfect. So. That's great. And the rainy season here, everybody, is great. I mean, I know dry season's wonderful. It's you know, all the sun, right, and the warmth.
But it was a balance.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a balance.
Yes, the rainy season offers the balance. Yeah. You get all four the big four, I call it: air, water, earth, and sun. It's here. You get the sun in the morning, and then the rains come, and you've got the earth as you're walking barefoot on the farm. And water, there's water all around us with the waterfalls. I mean, it's just everywhere. I kind of prefer the rainy season over the dry season, and it's really great. I hope everyone comes to enjoy the rainy season down here.
I agree. Because it's been great, and you've gotten the sun. Let's just say that the weather was never an issue as far as deterring us from doing anything here.
This is the first rain in about 4 or 5 days.
That's correct.
Right.
We've had a beautiful weekend.
And it's actually really beautiful. It's pretty surreal out there in the ocean right now. So. Marta, thank you, really.
Yeah, we're so glad.
Thanks for coming.
The other way around, definitely.
A new member of the Farmer Life family, Marta, everyone.
Thank you. Hope to meet you guys here.
All right, we'll see you later.
One day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.